First thing I've got to do on this video is apologise about my appalling behaviour in one of my previous video uploads. I completely lost it with the Ace of Spades, who touched some nerves, hit a few buttons, and completely ruined the greatest magic trick to ever be performed or seen in the entire world, ever, and has made it so that I can't perform the greatest magic trick to be ever performed ever, because he's vowed to spoil it every time I try and perform it. I've tried ripping him up, I've tried throwing him in the bin, I've tried stamping on him, nothing works. He just restores himself and lands himself back in the deck, and makes a show of himself every time I try and perform the trick, takes the limelight and then spoils the trick. If you don't know what I'm talking about, by the way, go and watch that video on my channel. It's called, funnily enough, the greatest magic trick to ever be performed or seen in the entire world, ever, and it's a great routine, although I do make a few mistakes, which I'll challenge you to see if you can pick up on them, see if you can catch me out. If you can, put comments on that video. I'll reply if you do, and I'll let you know if you're on the right track. But if you have seen that video, you will know why I'm not going to use the Ace of Spades in any of my magic tricks anymore, which makes this trick a little bit more complicated, because I would normally use the 4 aces. Instead, I'm going to use the 4 kings, which is fraught with its own hazards. If you've watched one of my other videos on my channel, which is the 5 great card effects, a complete card routine, you'll know that the kings are always at war with each other. They're always fighting each other over something, whether it be for money, for women, for power, land, whatever it is, they're always fighting. So getting them to work together on one trick has been a challenge for me. I think I've got there. We've been paintballing, we've been raft building, we've been building towers out of paper, that type of thing, and I think finally these 4 kings can now, at least for 5 minutes, work together without trying to kill each other. Let's see if that can happen. Let's see if they can perform some magic. We've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 kings. That's 1, 2, 3, and 4. Watch very, very carefully, because I'm going to take one of the kings and make him invisible. There he is. I can place him on top of that one there, and with a bit of condensation I should be able to make him visible. There he is. Now we've got 2 cards over here and 2 cards over here. Let's just straighten those out a little bit to make it more clear, and now we can try it. Again, watch very, very closely, because I can take that card and make that king invisible. There he is. Plonk him on top, bit of condensation, and let's see if we can make him visible. There he is. So we've got 1, 2, 3 kings over there, and 1 just there. That's 1, 2, 3 kings over here, and 1 over there. Now we can do the same thing one more time with this last king. All we do is, and he becomes invisible. There he is. And place him directly on there. Bit of condensation, and he becomes visible. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 kings that could be inspected before the performance, could be signed, inspected afterwards. There is nothing dodgy about those cards. It's just pure magic. Shoutouts for this video go to Cam and Jack Turk. Cam and Jack Turk, this one goes to you two. Not you two the band, but you two, you know what I mean. But if you liked it, click on that like button, share it on whatever social media is about, and if you haven't already, subscribe.